The glamorous life of being a K-pop idol is something that many dream of. You may get popular, earn a generous amount of money, put on fancy clothes, and receive love from tons of people around the world. At first glance, that life just seems so ideal and perfect that no one can resist, but fame indeed always comes with a pretty hefty price. Sometimes, idols have to give up their own safety. Since forever, K-pop idols have constantly lived in fear of sasaeng, those who are willing to do anything to invade idols' personal lives despite the consequences. And airports are seemingly the easiest place for these fans to make a scene. This video will cover some of the most terrifying airport harassments that K-pop idols have ever encountered. Number 1. Twice. Recently, fans uploaded a video of Twice being flocked by crazed fans at Gimpo Airport, and everyone was furious to the point the hashtag #ProtectTwice kept trending on Twitter. In the video, a male fan was seen shoving his arm into Jihyo's upper body while filming, and Mina looked so horrified that she had to clutch Jihyo's hand. While the fans kept pushing toward the female idols, the security seemed to be very lackluster. What made the incident even more infuriating is that fans blatantly ignored the need for social distancing during this pandemic, which might put both themselves and Twice in danger. But that is not the first time Twice was harassed by overcrowded fans. One of the first incidents dated back to 2017, when Twice headed off to Vietnam for the filming of the variety show Carefree Travelers. However, upon arrival at Da Nang International Airport, these girls realized they shall not be carefree at all. There, hundreds of overzealous fans had already waited hours for them. This ocean of fans swarmed over to take photos of the poor girls, who struggled to make their way through the crowd. Even when Twice members have made it outside, they were still followed at an extremely close distance. As if invading personal space and pushing weren't enough, someone even took advantage of the horde and grabbed Sana's hand hard, and a person was attested to touch Chaeyoung's thigh. Probably JYP Entertainment did not expect this to happen at the time, considering the shortage of security at the airport. So many other fans had to sacrifice themselves to protect the idols from harassment. That day was a complete nightmare for both Twice and Once's. Then, in December 2019, a horrible accident happened to Twice's leader, Jihyo, at Gimpo International Airport in Seoul. After finishing a schedule in Japan, the group flew back to Korea, and they were met by a frenzied mob of fans. In the melee, Jihyo fell on her knee after being pushed so hard. JYP later announced that the leader had suffered from a bad injury, and the violators were prohibited from every other Twice's activity in the future. As numerous mob incidents have occurred to Twice, fans expected some change in security policy from JYP. But to everyone's disappointment, the company continuously failed to protect their artists from airport harassment. All of these cases beg the question of whether JYP actually cares about their artists' safety, and when they will take more serious actions to stop this out-of-hand scenario. Number 2. Enhypen. In September last year, when Enhypen hadn't even debuted yet, they already had to face their first ever airport chaos. As the boys arrived at Gimpo Airport, they were crowded in every direction by an accumulating number of fans. The whole situation was so hectic and even unsettling for not only the artists themselves, but also for many reporters who witnessed the scene. Reporters claimed that fans kept pushing each other to the point where they were super close to Enhypen's members, causing the young idols to be violently pushed around as well. From the video, it looked so obvious that every single member was scared and shaken, but the claimed to be fans who surrounded them just didn't care at all. One member, Nikki, got separated from the group, and another one, Jake, was reportedly left crying as he was blocked from entering the vehicle. Later, Jake was seen collapsing after being mobbed for a long time. After watching the footage, fans went outraged over Twitter and pointed their fingers at sasaeng fans who had leaked Enhypen's flight details, as the flight was supposed to be a private schedule. B-Lift Agency then had to issue etiquette rules to fans, including banning fans from showing up at any of the group's private schedules, workplace, and dorms. Number 3. SNSD Taeyeon. The leader of Girls' Generation will probably never forget the day she landed in Jakarta in 2017. The arrival of the main vocalist of Korea's national girl group has created a horrifying scene at Soekarno-Hatta Airport, as there was a massive rabble of aggressive fans who already waited there to take photos of the idol. Walking out with only one manager, Taeyeon was definitely not prepared for the scene of fans rushing toward her and pointing their cameras only a few centimeters from her face. It was clear from the photos that Taeyeon looked already distressed by then, but the so-called fans still did not learn their limit. As the crowd started shoving harder to get closer to the idol, Some people have even taken this as an opportunity to inappropriately touch and grab Taeyeon. Eventually, the female idol got knocked over, fell on the ground, and started crying. Though security officers repeatedly pulled the aggressive fans away, they just kept coming back and swarmed over like zombies. At this point, one security guard had to pick Taeyeon up amid the chaos and carried her to her vehicle. When videos and pictures of the incident started circulating, not only were fans enraged at those sasaengs, but SM Entertainment was also under fire for not providing enough protection for their top artist. What made the situation even more ridiculous is how Taeyeon had to write an apology toward her fans, even though she was the victim. Her Instagram post said, "That is why I couldn't appear my best when I arrived in Jakarta for the first time in a while. I'm so sorry to the fans who waited, and please, I hope the order will be kept so that we do not get hurt." Number 4. 101. In 2017, on their way out of Suvarnabhumi Airport in Thailand, 101's members were followed closely by hundreds of fans who were trying to take close-up videos and touch their idols. Seeing the fans frantically pushing forward, the managers had to hurry the members to rush to their cars, while the big bodyguards made their best effort to block some bold fans who tried to get closer to the vehicle. But unfortunately, a few members were trapped inside the manic crowd. The managers then desperately pulled the poor boys out as the fans just didn't bother to move. And in 2018, 101 were met again by a horde of fans at Incheon International Airport. The stampede was so out of control that they broke the heavy sliding glass doors. Luckily, however, the members made their way inside safely this time. As the former star of the project group 101, Woo Jin is probably no longer unfamiliar with the sight of fans mobbing at the airport, and the idol has been very well prepared. Returning home after concluding his schedule in Thailand, he soon realized there was a group of overeager fans slowly getting nearer. Woo Jin didn't hesitate for 1 second and started darting through the crowd at full speed. The fan cam that went viral on the internet shows how the idol was literally sprinting for his life, while his fans were laughing, calling out his name, and some even chased right after him as if they were playing tag. After watching this video, Korean netizens were furious at how these fans could condone such behaviors, and showed sympathy for the young celebrity. "It's so shameful he has to run. He should be able to walk normally, and I can't believe they're laughing. These stalkers should be fined." Number 5. NCT 127. The subunit of the Korean boy group NCT had their first world tour in 2019, and one destination was Mexico City. As this was their first time visiting the capital of Mexico, it could have been a delightful memory for the group. However, the incident upon their arrival at Benito Juarez International Airport has ruined it. Though everything seemed completely fine at first since fans were able to keep a quite reasonable distance from their idols, soon their excitement had taken over. They kept moving in closer just for the photos, and one girl in a yellow hoodie even flung herself in the front and could have jumped on NCT's way if other fans did not stop her in time. Things escalated so quickly that some of NCT 127's members were reported to be harassed. Fans pointed out that Taeyeon was hit, and Mark was clung onto by someone during the whole ordeal. A video even captured the moment of an aggressive fan even trying to pull off Yuta's hat. While few fans were hopelessly protecting NCT, a female security guard joined the mob to film the idols instead of doing her job properly, making NCTzens fumed over Twitter and demanded this lady to be fired. Mobbing is never a preferable situation, and can even be dangerous for not only the celebrities, but also everyone else who is present. These overzealous fans should learn that idols are not their property or objects to be touched whenever they like, and that they should respect idols' personal space and their right to be safe. So, what do you think about this type of situation? Which case do you find to be the most horrifying one? Do you know of any other mob incidents at the airport? Comment down below to share your thoughts with us. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to BeBoss TV for more great content. Thank you for watching.